Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Japanese playthrough in EU4. This has actually turned into a colonial nation for this little guy here, and I think that's absolutely splendid. I think it's great. And the little colonial nation person themselves are mega friendly with us. I might have to be allies with them. I might have to be friends with them just for the lulz. Oh, look at them, they're so sweet, and I love that colour. Absolutely love it. First, it kept catching my eye every time I went to and from the new world. I was like, who the hell, what is this? Where's it come from? And it's this little guy here, Turnip, who starts with a colonist as one of his starting ideas. Yeah, you know what I mean. Dominance over the outer islands, colonists +1. So, because he didn't take colonial or expansion, so he's just one colony at a time, been taking the little islands, and then decided, you know that big lump below us? Yeah. Well, let's go take it. It's like, yeah, alright then. Started in Tasmania, and yeah. Absolutely love it. I didn't think this would turn into a colonial nation for them. I thought they'd be able to take this and keep it as their own land. But obviously it's not. It's flipped into a half-half flag colonial nation for them. Anyway, without further ado, let's get back to the train wreck financially that is our... Good God, look at all that. Now, we do have our good friends, Colonial Mexru, Japanese Mexru even, sending us 160 ducats every time this bar fills up, which I think is absolutely superb. So, that's going to help. Little by little. Little by little. We have... Japanese Alaska is to the point of... How many provinces? No, there's not even enough to turn them into a colonial nation yet. No. But we want them as a colonial nation. We then want them as... we want them at 10 provinces so that we can get an extra merchant there. Speaking of merchants, we were going to have a look, right? Yeah, at the moment we've got all our ships in the Hanzu node. I think we need all our ships in the Hanzu node because, again, too much is getting pulled out the other side. Although we only have 36% power in our... We shifted our capital trade node down to Malacca. I thought that was going to be the best use of where we pushed stuff. Now, we have almost a spare merchant here. He's pushing 2.7, but there's only... It can only go out one way. So we'll recall you. So 2.7 goes... Well, it's still 2.7. We'll wait for the next click. 1.97. Alright, so we've not missed out on much there. So we have a merchant in the bag, as they say. I don't know who says that, but they probably shouldn't. Do we want to put it in Canton? Could we could probably pull more out of Canton than we could out of Siam. Or do we... California feeds into you. Up here you've got the nodes that feed into and the nodes that it goes out to. So it comes from Girin, which is that line, and this goes to Mexico. So it goes up there, confuses people with this, only to come south again. Why couldn't they just put a line down here so that you won't get confused with this, which way it went. I don't know. I don't know. Answers on postcard. Well, not on a postcard because you wouldn't know where to send it, but we have 43% of the power here. Let us transfer trade power from here. Might take a while for our merchant to turn up. Merchant. I did send you down there, didn't I? Come on. Transfer trade power. You. Go. 96 days. Well, we'll speed 10 it. Speed 10? Speed 5. What's going on here? We'll deal with this in a second, in 33 days. Okay. 2.93 gets pushed out. Straight into Nippon, which in turn takes that on. Incoming 8, local, outgoing. So 16 into here, which turns 18 down to here. We take 35% of 30 ducats that enters here. $20 ducats, that's alright. That's alright. Can deal with that. Western new technology? No, we can't. Not at that price, we're not. We are waiting for institution spreads. Embrace at 2,900. There's no way I'm taking more loans out to get institution spread. France, Great Britain, all the Ottomans. Well, we've proved that we can fight the Ottomans now. Are they having issues back at home now that everyone's seen, well, Japan can fight them and win? Doesn't look like it. Is anyone... Does no one want to fight you? A few rebels. How are you for unrest? I can't see. Oh well, that's unfortunate. Now let's have a look at the institution spread, shall we? See how close we are. So it is in our land. It is spreading. It's in Liang as well. And from a province we took early on. So it will spread. Yeah. And it's spreading into land from Shun because they've already embraced it. And it is over here as well. Okay, well, if this... No, I'm not gonna make deals. We need to get out of this amount of debt that we're in. Okay, out you get out there. Do we have any... Right, you can get mothballed. You're doing your do. You're there. You are... Might as well keep you down here. There's a tiny bit of unrest, which is quite rare actually, especially with full humanist. And we will focus entirely on... I've just remembered those rebels they said over here in Mexico. Did it say in Mexico? It said something about rebels. I'm sure it did. British Peru. Looks like they're going to go for the colonial. Oh, oh no. No, no. Right, well, we'll leave Britain to have South America. We'll just take 1, 2, we'll have 3 colonial nations up here. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. Can we make states? We can in Alaska, which we don't want to do because we're going to be palming that off onto a colonial nation. But we can make Jiangsu. So, North Jiangsu. Come on down. It's probably going to be down here somewhere, he says. North Jiangsu. Well, it does seem to be quite a... Might be up here somewhere. Come on, in your answer. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I don't know why. I might recognise the province. Ooh, it'll cost us half a ducat in maintenance every month. But it'll increase our income by about 2.57. Yes. Yes. We will do that. Make you a core. Anything else of worth? Where's Ryu? And off we go. Guessing where things are. Because you can't click onto them. No, not Panama. Not Alaska. South Jiangsu. We'll make everything in this node a proper territory in lieu of. There we go. Yep. I'll make you on. Nope. Yeah, you are of the Malaccan node. Go on then. Are you in the... Yeah, you're in the trade node. Yep. Yep. I believe you're on the Malaccan trade node as well, so yes. Nope. 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 Yes. Go on then. Nope. Yes. No. Nope. Alright, we're cycling back around now. I think. Yeah. There's just this one here because I think the rest of that state is up here and that's not colonized land yet. It does have people in it though. Okay. Let us see what damage that has done. We'll get them sorted out. And on we go. Just waiting for shit to come in now. Extra colonist. Global setter increase plus 25 on national tax modifier. This time I think we're going to go for the national tax modifier. We can't afford not to. Yeah. That's good. Believe we're on speed 5. We are. And the states demand control of provinces. Of course they do. Well, they can get the provinces when I've actually got them cored. Until then. Ooh. Wow, yeah. Nobility. Let's give you something. I could do with giving something to the merchant classes, but that's not a thing, is it? What? It suddenly is. When did that happen? When did that become a thing? We weren't allowed to give the merchant guilds anything before. Well, you give the merchant guilds the centers of trade. So, this and this and this. But it's already at 0 autonomy. Do we bother? No. No, we don't. Well, I might have to mess about with... yeah, we'll give you that. Did we just give you the wrong province there? Yeah, off screen I think I'm going to fiddle about with revoking stuff, giving things to merchant classes now that we can actually give stuff to them. Oh dear. Anyway. No. I'm going to cut this one a little bit short. I'm going to double away and get the provinces dealt out to people that matter. And get the merchant guild in enough in order to give us better trade efficiency. We want them... I don't know. Do we care about development cost? No, I don't know. Anyway, this will be the only video that is below 20 minutes of this entire series, I promise you that. I apologise for it, but there is a reason. Anyway, yes, I've been Liquor Marine. You have been awesome as always. I will see you next episode where I will have all of this figured out. I want us, especially in the hole that we're in financially, I want us to be squeezing the most that we can out of the estates without the nobility throwing the biggest hissy fit. Yes. Anyway, take care.